Welcome everyone. And today's video we will cover the implementation of business analytics strategies. I'll walk you through practical frameworks, key challenges, and actionable insights for integrating analytics into your organization. It's kind of like guideline how to implement. Business analytics implementation involves systematically embedding data-driven decisions making into organizations' workflows. Of course, the process begins with assessment and planning, where business evaluate their current capabilities and also define clear objectives. Why you wanna do this process? Why you wanna? We are all, of course, recommending the business analytics, but that you need to make that decision why you need this. Next, there is a need for selecting the right tools and technologies that are compatible with existing systems and also scalable for the future needs. If you recall from data management topic, data integration is another crucial step, as siloed data across departments must be unified to create more holistic view of whole operations. Of course, we need to build a right team, whether through training existing staff or what we are doing in this class, or hiring a new talent that capable of handling this analytics. Finally, the process moves to deployment, starting with the pilot project to test feasibility and refine approaches as needed. Once proven successful, these initiatives can be scaled across organization. This structured approach ensures that smooth implementation and also the measurable results. Let's begin with assessing organizational readiness. Before implementing any business analytics initiative, it's critical to understand whether the organization prepared for this kind of transformation. The first factor is of course cultural readiness. Organizations need to evaluate their employees' openness and adopting data-driven decision making. Resistance from employees or management can be a problem. So identifying these concerns early allows for targeted training and also communication strategies. Next, you need to examine data management capabilities. Are data systems integrated in your property, or do you face challenges with silos and inconsistent information, different data types in all kind of different systems? Unified high quality data is essential for generating reliable insights. Now, leadership support is another key element. Without commitment from senior leaders, securing resources and gaining organizational buy-in can be difficult. Leaders must support analytics initiatives and willing to incorporate them to business. Then comes technological infrastructure. You need to assess whether existing IT system can support new analytical tools. Sometimes upgrades or integrations may be necessary to ensure seamless data flow. Finally, you need to evaluate staff capabilities. Do employees have the technical skills to analyze data and use tools effectively? If not, there is a need for targeted training programs or needs to hire professionals. Now, clear objectives are important, like I said initially, right? So you need to be sure that analytic efforts remain focused and measurable. One proven method for setting goal is what we call the SMART framework. Basically, it's specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. For example, instead of saying we want to improve revenue, a smart goal will be increase rev pie by 5% in the next 6 months, but by implementing dynamic pricing. Equally important is aligning analytics initiatives with business priorities. This involves linking analytical projects to outcomes that matter, that important, such as revenue growth, guest satisfaction, or operational efficiency, not just for sake of doing business analytics, but it has to be some kind of business priorities, right? Collaboration across departments also ensures better outcomes. Finally, remember that business goals are an static. Regularly reviewing and refining objectives helps adapt to changing conditions, like shifts in customer behavior or if there is a new market opportunities, for example. Now, let's discuss selecting the right analytic tools and technologies. The right technologies improve efficiency, accuracy, and the ability to scale analytics as the business grow. When selecting tools, consider following key factors. First, of course, is usability. Tools must have user-friendly interfaces or familiarity to staff at all levels. For example, everybody knows how to use Excel if you are going into basic analytical tools. You have to be sure that from analysts to managers can use them effectively. We are not talking about doing business analytics, but also able to access and see the results, right? Compatibility is the next important thing, that all the tools need to integrate seamlessly with existing systems such as property management systems or CRM platforms and reservation system. Scalability is important. As your data volume and analytics needs grow, tools should be able to scale without major disruptions. I'm not going to use some basic tools and in couple of years or couple years later, then you have to change the whole system. You have to be sure from start that your tools are scalable. Next thing is, of course, cost effectiveness. As any business, you have to have a balance approach to, you have to consider budget constraints and also ensure maximum value, return on investment, basically. You cannot spend $1 million in business analytics with $100,000 return on investment. So for data visualizations, tools like Tableau and Power BI are widely used, and also Excel is used as a starting point. For predictive analytics platforms, there are many platforms, SPSS and SAS help organizations. In operational analytics, we know that PMS, CRM systems, tools that streamline the resource allocation, customer management, and service delivery. Let's now discuss a little bit about the building the analytical teams. This is a very crucial step, is ensuring that successful implementation. Business analytics relies on a combination of technical expertise and business knowledge. Strong team includes the following key roles. Like, first is the data analyst, who analyze and interpret trends, translating complex data into understandable insight. Data scientists, who develop advanced predictive models to forecast outcomes. IT specialists, who ensure that analytical tools and systems or everything related to IT works seamlessly. Business managers, who connect analytical outputs to strategic business goals, ensuring decisions align with organizational priorities. Of course, in our case, for small and medium businesses, you will be most likely combine all those roles. It's equally important to foster collaboration across departments. Analytics teams must communicate with operations, marketing, and leadership to ensure data insights address real business challenges. Breaking down silos encourages better data sharing and also interpretation. Organizations also face a choice between outsourcing versus in-house capabilities. Outsourcing provides access to specialized expertise and reduces initial cost, but in-house teams offer better control, customization, and long-term value. Many organizations start with outsourcing and gradually transition to in-house teams. My personal recommendation is the hybrid approach. Basically, you use the best from the outsource, combining with the in-house capabilities. A data-driven culture is one where decisions are guided by evidence and analytics rather than intuition or tradition. This shift requires organization to educate staff on the value of data and train them to use analytic tools effectively. As we talked earlier, leadership also plays a key role. They inspire others to follow. Basically, they need to use it first to show the other people, hey, this is a good idea, right? Identifying data champions within the departments helps bridge gaps between analytical teams and staff. Data champions are basically the advocates that the people has a good background and initiate that process basically in their own departments. Equally important is engaging stakeholders. Tailored communication is essential to address the unique concerns of different groups. For example, frontline staff may be worried about workload changes, while leadership focuses on ROI, the return on investment. Using quick wins from pilot projects to demonstrate the value of analytics early on builds confidence and trust in the whole process. Lastly, be sure to keep all stakeholders involved by maintaining open feedback channels and regularly updating them on the progress, so they are all involved in this process, in this culture. We already talked about, but let's combine key challenges in implementing analytics with strategies to overcome resistance. Some of the major challenges we already talked in earlier slides include cultural resistance, where staff may hesitate to adapt new methods. This is very common in our industry. Let's not forget this, cultural resistance. And data silos, which limit the flow of information across departments. Additionally, skill gaps and technical issues such as legacy systems or incompatible tools create hurdles. Lastly, of course, the resource constraints. It could be in budget, staffing, and these are often delay progresses. To overcome these obstacles, organizations can implement change management strategies, educating staff on the value of analytics and providing hands-on training. Strong leadership advocacy is crucial to gain buy-in and allocate resources effectively. Always start small with quick wins. Pilot projects that demonstrate measurable benefits and build confidence. And also you need to foster cross-departmental collaboration to address data silos and encourage unified efforts. Finally, targeted training can help staff to acquire the necessary skills to use analytic tools effectively. Let's move on to identifying key performance indicator or KPIs. KPIs are quantifiable metrics in hospitality and tourism or any kind of industry, but KPIs allow organization to track performance in areas such as revenue, guest experience, and operational efficiency. When selecting relevant KPIs for business analytic projects, right, that's the reason we are talking about the KPIs, it is important to align them with specific business objectives. For example, if the goal is revenue growth in a hotel, metrics like average daily rate or revenue per available room are relevant. If the focus is guest satisfaction, then net promoter scores or customer feedback indexes provide actionable insights. So you need to connect these KPIs with the business analytics tools for your implementations. Now, you know what KPIs to focus. Next, you need to focus on establishing effective data collection process. Data collection is the first step in any analytics initiatives and ensures that the data you gather is accurate, relevant, and consistent. This is critical because poor data collection can compromise the quality of your insights, and before even you start your pilot projects or your initial business analytics, that whole thing's going to die because results going to be bad. To begin, identify data sources. In hospitality, there is internal sources like property management system, customer relationship platforms, point of sale system. It could be some external sources such as market data, weather patterns, competitive benchmarking. These and more depending on your goals. What do you want to do? What's the purpose of this business analytics project? Next, you need to standardize processes. Data collection should be consistent across departments to ensure uniformity. This is going to be one of the hardest part because everybody already have some kind of system they are working on. For example, guest feedback should be gathered using similar templates or tools across all hotel branches if you have more than a few. Where possible, automate data capture. Automation reduces manual errors, saves time, and ensures real-time availability of data. For instance, like digital surveys after a guest stays provide instant feedback, and it also is easy to get in the storage. We also need to leverage external data sources like we talked earlier in business analytics. As we talked in the data landscape, external data comes from sources usually outside the organization and complements internal data for better decision making. Examples could be like market data, right? Like competitor pricing, occupancy rates, demand forecast, etc. Weather data, weather forecast can influence like seasonal demand, especially for resorts or like outdoor tourism. Economic indicators, currency exchange rate, inflation, tourism spending patterns, consumer pricing index is important, but you also need to understand what the people are caring for. There are many economic indicators you can use because this is one of the actually my research area as well. You need to understand these insights for pricing, or for international marketing, etc. Now, social media and guest reviews has been started to use a lot lately, right? So you need to be able to analyze online sentiment and guest feedback, which offers valuable insights into customer perception and also in areas for improvement in your property. The benefits of using external data could include like enhancing predictive models and improving trend analysis by providing context beyond internal operations. However, there are challenges such as ensuring the accuracy and relevance of external sources and integrating this data, basically able to download and integrate data with your existing system. But if you can effectively combine internal and external data, you can have a good comprehensive view of your businesses. Now, let's focus on managing and storing data efficiently, which was the topic in the data landscape. Effective data management ensures that data is accessible, secure, and scalable, allowing that organization to make quick, informed decisions without major delays. The first consideration is centralized storage. Business should adopt centralized systems such as data warehouses or cloud-based platforms to consolidate data from various sources. Centralization eliminates silos and make data retrieval easier for analysis. Basically, each department is going to have same place to enter their information, and when you access, everything is in the same place. Now, data accessibility is equally important. Authorized team members must be able to access the data they need without barriers. That's what the centralized storage helps. while maintaining, of course, security protocols. At the same time, systems must be scalable to accommodate increasing data volumes as the business grows. When it comes to technologies, there are many cloud-based platforms like Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, and Google Cloud. These offer efficient and flexible storage solutions. For highly sensitive information, of course, some organizations might still prefer on-premise storage to maintain full control. Additionally, this is also not only for your business, but as a person as well. You need to learn about data backup and recovery systems. Regular backups prevents data loss due to system failures, cyber attacks. There are many different emergencies. So recovery protocols can help to data can be restored quickly if something goes wrong. Now, considering the data governance and ensuring data quality topic, data governance refers to framework, rules, regulation, and guidelines for managing data availability, quality, and security. It ensures that the data used for analytics is accurate, consistent, and reliable. Key elements include data quality, which addresses accuracy and completeness, access control to restrict data to authorized personnel, and compliance with privacy regulations, like we talked about this GDPR or California protection law, privacy protection law. Challenges often arise in maintaining data quality. Common issues include manual errors, outdated records, or inconsistencies between departments. Solutions include, like we talked earlier, automating data capture to reduce errors, implementing validation rules to detect anomalies, and conducting regular audits to monitor systems integrity. Let's not forget that strong data governance builds trust in analytics by ensuring that insights are based on high quality, secure data. Also reduces the risk of compliance violations and enhances the reliability of analytical outputs. Now, next topic is focusing on a little bit about the piloting analytics projects. Pilot projects are small-scale tests that allow organizations to implement analytics on a limited basis to demonstrate the value before committing the full-scale development. So basically, you are creating a pilot projects and work on it to see what kind of issues comes up before you distribute the whole organization. Like I said, why start with pilot projects? Pilots help reduce risk by testing the feasibility and effectiveness of analytics initiatives in a controlled environment. They also deliver quick, visible results, right? Low-hanging fruits. You just got the projects that you can get a result right away, which builds confidence among stakeholders and also increases buy-in from higher up for further investments. Here are the key steps for conducting a pilot project, similar to your project for this class, right? So you define scope first. Start by identifying a specific problems or opportunities. You need to select KPIs. You need to determine the metrics you will use to measure success, like improvements of guest satisfaction scores. Then what kind of guest satisfaction score you go and find. And then you analyze and implement. You apply analytics to solve the issues using tools, like various tools. Then you evaluate the results, measure the project's impact, gather feedback. Was there any issues that you might not aware of? Because you should always test the ground. Whoever involved in this process, what kind of things, even like surveys, is the surveys acceptable or understandable by the people? All the stakeholders, whoever involved in these things, you need to gather feedback and determine whether it can be scaled across organization. Once pilot projects demonstrate success, the next step is scaling analytics solution across the organization and integrating them into daily operations. That's the important part, right? So scaling involves expanding tested initiatives organizations wide. Standardized processes to ensure consistency among all the departments, and adopt a gradual rollout approach to minimize disruptions and allow for smooth adoption of the process. Integration ensures that analytics tools become part of routine workflows. For instance, embedding analytics tools into existing systems like property management system or customer relationship management platforms make it easier for staff to access and apply insights. Automating reporting provides real-time performance metrics, while staff training ensures employees are equipped to use data in their day-to-day decisions making. And this is more of a some approach, right? A holistic approach to whole organization. Examples could be of integration, like including dynamic pricing updates to optimize room rates based on occupancy trends, real-time guest feedback monitoring to adjust services, predictive staff scheduling to ensure efficient resource allocation, and more. So there are, like I said, these are limitless approaches, but you start from small and see if it works in the whole organization. Now, last topic is I want to discuss the importance of monitoring and evolving analytics strategies. These practices are essential to ensure analytics remain effective and aligned with your business goal. Because effectiveness might go away, your business goal might change over time. First, of course, monitoring is critical. You need to regularly track key performance indicators such as revenue metrics or guest satisfaction score to assess whether analytics initiatives are doing what they're supposed to do, right? It's delivering the desired result. Establish feedback loops by gathering input from stakeholders. This is very important because you are not able to see many different points of the system, from user to all stakeholders, whoever involved, from low-level employee to all the way to owner of the companies. Whoever is involved in both customers and suppliers, everyone, you need to get the feedback. This helps you to identify areas for refinements. Additionally, you need to analyze trends to uncover new opportunities or patterns that may influence decision making. That's not part of your project right now, or part of your business analytics environment right now. There is always new things comes up, right? As the business environment evolves, this business environment evolves, then your analytics strategies must adapt. You need to adjust objectives and update KPIs to reflect shifting priorities, like expanding into new markets or addressing operational inefficiencies. You need to leverage emerging technologies such as AI and IoT, the Internet of Things, to stay ahead of industry changes. Continuous training ensures your team remains equipped to handle advancements. You have to be sure that it's not become a robotized, like, everybody gets the results and implement directly without questioning it. That's what you need to continue to train, so they understand what's going on, and they should be able to question if there is an issues with business analytics tools. Otherwise, instead of help in the long term, it could create problems. Finally, sustaining long-term value requires fostering a culture of continuous improvement. You reinvest in tools, analytical systems, and staff capabilities to ensure analytics remains a powerful driver for a long time to come. Once again, thank you for watching.